Hey, I want to talk about this. You are getting very, very good. In fact, I'd like to see you do some live shows in the area. And I like this type of music when you sing it,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to some of the other types you've been performing. That was very lyrical. Your voice is right on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's time to start performing live.
Oh yeah, I love to sing. It's just I don't know, it just touches every emotion inside. It's just wonderful, wonderful feeling. I enjoy it.
Well, that's why the music business always flourishes. It makes us feel good, and we should all help each other out. In fact, I like to do a promotion that celebrates music and also encourages us to help each other. Of course, I'm a big proponent and believer in helping the elderly. So when you have someone elderly in your world, or even if you cross their path, help them out because obviously we will all be old one day and we will need help as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and it's nice to be kind to the elderly. If they need assistance, help them out. It's a good
And
deed.
Susan and I are big believers in the current administration in Washington. We certainly support our president and our new Congress, and we like everything we read. You can go to the current website for the White House. What is that website?
Oh, you,
Whitehouse.org.
I think it's whitehouse.org. You caught me off guard with that one.
And learn everything you can about what's happening in the current administration. They're working so hard on health care and a number of almost every issue under the sun they're working on. Which
Oh yeah, it's a great website. It's just and if we gave you the address wrong, just Google it, White House, and it'll come up in the list. And basically, you can find out everything you need to know of what is going on in our government. This is the most transparent government we have ever had. Nothing is hidden from us. Everything is out in the open. And as an American, you have a right to know everything. And that's what's so great about it.
yeah, and get acquainted with all the documents of our United States, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. I have copies of all of them, and also a big shout out to everyone in Lowell and all the young people I teach when I substitute teach.
Yeah, he's a substitute teacher. He loves working with kids. He's wonderful at it. He's a great teacher.
Yeah, I'm like Dr. Seuss.
He is. He's so cute. He brings like Pokey and Gumby and his big glasses and his Pez. He has a Pez collection, which I started him on, and then through the years I have just bought him Pez constantly. So he has lots and lots and lots of Pez.
Love Pez.
I know. I think it's so cute when you pull out your little Pez and say, "Here, Pez."
Love Disney, all the Disney characters, stuffed animals. I always have a stuffed animal hanging out in my briefcase.
Yeah, you do.
So cute.
He always brings the stuffed animal whenever we travel too. He keeps it in his suitcase. I think it's Elmo. I think it's Elmo that you bring with you. I love Elmo. It's so cute. But he always brings something with him. He's a big kid, which is so great. That's what's so
Always.
fun about him. That's one thing. When you grow up, stay a kid. I mean, yeah, grow up in some respects, but still, remember what it was like to have fun and enjoy yourself and have fun with life.
And remember, if you're being burdened in your life, downsize. Sell the house and get a cabin. It's possible.
Exactly. Especially, with things the way they are these days. I mean, you can always downsize and make life a little more simpler.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Definitely. So what else have you been up to besides going to Fort Lauderdale for almost 3 weeks and leaving me alone here?
Well, I'm always planning trips and vacations. But remember, too, as an Eagle Scout, I can strongly support camping, which is virtually inexpensive. Always stay at a designated campground. Don't camp offline, as they say. Always go to a registered campground and set up and have a great time. Enjoy nature. Nature always gives back to us. And, of course, we're big proponents of the environment and a safe environment for all of us as time goes by.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
So who's our next artist?
Okay, our last artist for the day is Gary Hankins. His group is called Spot of Blue. Gary lives in Wichita Falls, Texas. His music falls in the category of Americana, pop, and other. I heard this particular song. It's called I'm Gonna Tell You Something, and I really, really enjoyed it, so I decided to create his video using this song. Well, I'm educating you because you don't really listen to it, and I really enjoy country music, and it's just the songs have good lyrics, good music. It's fun to listen to. You can dance to it, you can relax to it, you can do pretty much anything with country music, which is so great.
I always loved Patsy Cline and Loretta Lynn. And, I was thinking while we were listening to that last artist how much Dad would love our show because he was a strong, silent type. He was in the Marines. He was a great father. I was very blessed, and he made me everything I am today. So I always think about him all the time and appreciate his great wisdom.
He was amazing. And we grew up at a great time, the 70s and 80s. And it was a magical time. You know, life was very simple back then. I mean, and we're getting back to more simple now. But back then, that's all it was simple life. And it was wonderful. It was a great time.
Yeah, I remember Mom used to hang the clothes out on the clothesline.
I know, I remember that. I remember Mom used to yell at me because I used to run between the sheets.
And Dad had offered to buy her a dryer when they invented them, and she forego the dryer, and she continued to hang the sheets outside. And in the winter, she would hang them in the basement. Remember, sheets everywhere. And clothes.
Sheets and clothes and everything. It was so funny. I used to love it.
And our mom is great because we say, "Oh, wow, thanks for doing our laundry." And she says, "I pushed a button." My mother did laundry, she says, when she had to get on her hands and knees and do the laundry in the bathtub.
Yeah, when they used to use the little scrub board,
Yeah.
you know?
So we've come a long way, baby.
Oh, we definitely have come a long way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, think about all the stuff back then. I mean, television. We had 7 channels, and that was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it was black and white. There was no such thing as color.
And our parents grew up right here in Lowell in the housing project and the tenements, so they had humble beginnings.
Very humble. They grew up during the Depression.
And it's so great to interact with people from that generation because they're so appreciative of the life they have now. And I always pay attention when anyone older than me talks because they always have little pearls of wisdom in their conversations.
Oh, they definitely do. A lot of them do remember what it was like back then. Very simple life. You know, Mom used to tell me how during the summer they used to chase the ice delivery man because they delivered ice for the ice box to keep whatever food you had in the house cold. So they'd have a block of ice delivered to the house. What a time, huh?
Oh, I know. I remember Mom used to play this game, Kick the Can.
Oh, yeah.
Which was basically what it says.
Kick the can.
You kick a can.
Well, we're running out of time, so I'm going to bring up the closing credits, and I hope you enjoyed our show.
Thank you for watching.